together. Chris, where should I actually be looking? Not where's the hottest market, not where's the best investment, but where is the right place for me in this season of life? When the person is asking me that is over 50, maybe even over 60, the answer always comes back, leads me to the same conversation. Because here's the thing, if you're at that stage, maybe the kids are grown, maybe the conversation, or maybe the house has started to feel like it's working against you, too many repairs constantly, the criteria changes, and it changes a lot. I mean, if you're not just looking for a school district or a short commute to an office anymore, you're looking for a different kind of life. Now, you may want to be close to the airport because you do travel and take vacations, and that's understandable, but you deserve a different kind of answer. So let me tell you about Flower Mound, Texas, and let me start by explaining that you probably haven't heard it mentioned in the same breath as, say, Frisco or McKinney or even Plano. Flower Mound doesn't have the flashiest development. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't have the biggest entertainment complex like Las Colinas and the most aggressive marketing behind it. It's quieter, it's more established, and honestly, that's exactly the point. Most relocation content, most real estate videos are designed for younger families or young professionals. And Flower Mound, it's really isn't really competing with that crowd. It's not trying to win that race. What it has is something different. It has stability, a mature tree canopy. Lake Grapevine is literally at your doorstep. I mean, it's on the south end of Flower Mound. Established neighborhoods with a real character and community that I hear this from clients who've moved here. It just feels like the place where people actually know each other. I live here, I work here, and I invest here. And you know, that gets harder and harder to find in a big city as big cities grow, especially Dallas. And I grew up in Dallas. Now, here's what I've seen again and again with clients I work with who are, say, 50 plus in that season of life. They tell me three things. They want, number one, less maintenance. Number two, they want more connection. And number three, they want to make sure that they made a smart decision, not just a fast one. And Flower Mound checks all those boxes in a very specific way. That's what drew me to Flower Mound. The trail network here is extensive. There's over 120 miles of trails connecting neighborhoods to the lake, to the parks, to each other. If you have been wanting to get outside more, that's not a small thing. That's a lifestyle shift. I lived in Dallas and I like walking and doing other things, but a couple of times when I took my car down to the Katy Trail, I had my car broken into, so I stopped doing it. The healthcare access in this part of DFW is genuinely excellent. Texas Health Presbyterian is right there. Medical City in Louisville is close. There's, if you want Baylor, it's probably a 20-minute drive over to, 20, maybe 30-minute drive over to South Lake Trophy Club area. But if you've ever had to drive 45 minutes for a specialist appointment, you know exactly why that matters. And there are doctors and doctors' complexes all over this city. And here's something that surprises almost everyone I work with that comes from the Northeast or the Midwest or even the West Coast. It's the cost. Does it feel peaceful? Does it feel heavy? Because I'll tell you, when people run the numbers on Flower Mound real estate compared to what they've been used to paying back home, it changes the conversation pretty quickly. You can get a lot for what you're paying in Flower Mound. Hey, quick pause. If you are thinking about relocating to Flower Mound, I've put together a relocation guide for you that's going to make things a whole lot easier. Inside, you're going to find top neighborhoods, school info, commute details, and spots that the locals actually love to go to, shopping and restaurants. It's designed to help you feel not so overwhelmed, which relocation is always an overwhelming process. So grab your free copy. It's on the link below. And let's make your next move a smooth one. Now, back to the important stuff. Now, let me get practical for a moment because this matters. Texas has no state income tax. And I know people say, but let me make it real. You're coming from a state that has been taxing your retirement income, your Social Security, and your pension, and that saving starts on day one. It's not theoretical, it's real, and it's immediate. And in Flower Mound especially, When you're getting the value of an established, like high quality community without paying the premium you pay in some of the newer developments, like in further north DFW, I've worked with clients who have sold their home in suburban Chicago and outside of Phoenix, outside of LA County, right sized into something in Flower Mound that actually fit their lifestyle. And I had a family from Michigan move down here, fit their life better. They still had money left over to remodel and do the things they wanted to do. I mean, that's not a rare case. That's actually more common than you expect in Flower Mound. And the property values in Flower Mound have remained consistently strong over time. We're part of Denton County. So Flower Mound's the city or the town, and Denton County is the county that assesses the taxes. Flower Mound, it's not a speculative market. This is a community that holds its value. People want to be there. And the people who are there, they tend to stay. And there's the thing that's the hardest to put a number on, but maybe the most important of everything I've said: connection. One thing I talk about with almost every relocation client, especially who's over 50 or in their 60s, is this: the hardest part of a move is it's not the boxes, it's not the logistics, it's the rebuilding of the social fabric and the network you spent 20 or 30 years weaving together where you were. And that's real. And I don't want to minimize it. But what I found in Flower Mound has a head start. There are tons of community events for children all the way up to elderly seniors. I mean, we've got a great senior center, if that's what you're kind of into, a great YMCA, a huge Lifetime Fitness. Besides that, the outdoor lifestyle, the town culture, it creates natural points of connection in a way that some of the bigger, faster growing suburbs just don't have yet because they're still being built. I'm telling you, I don't know where Frisco ends. It's giant. I mean, they've got 13 or 14 high schools now. It's incredibly huge. We have 2. Your next chapter, it's going to deserve its own community. And that's not just an address. So when I've asked clients after a year or so of moving to Flower Mound, how they feel, almost to a person, they say the same version of the same thing: I wish I had done it sooner. I am that person. I wish I had done it sooner. So here's what I want to leave you with. If you're searching for the best Dallas suburb and you're over 50, don't just look at the same list that everyone else is looking at. Think about what this season of your life is actually asking for. More ease, more space, more intention. Because if you're just choosing a suburb, you're choosing how you want to live next. And if Flower Mound sounds like it might be worth a closer look, I genuinely love to help you get there. Drop a comment below, and that's the thing you're looking for most in a community. And if you haven't been able to find it yet, I read and respond to every comment. Grab the relocation guide in the link below. I'll give you a real feel for what life looks like here in a way that most real estate content doesn't. And if you are ready to start a real conversation about your next move or what it could look like, my number is in the description. No pressure, just a conversation. I'm Chris Hooper, Chris Hooper Realty. I will see you next time.